We are live. We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live. And this evening, here on The Huddle, we're going to be talking about 5 benefits to dual live streaming. Live streaming, horizontal and vertical on YouTube, so you can get more views on your live stream. And we're starting right now. Praise the Lord, everyone. Welcome to The Huddle. I'm your host, Walter Strong, where our goal is to help working class content creators like yourself to grow your channel, get more views, and make money online. And as we said this evening on this unscheduled live stream, we're just going live tonight talking about dual live streaming horizontal and vertically. And so if you're new here in the chat, whether through the live stream vertical feed or the regular YouTube live stream feed, let me know in the chat where you're watching me from. Give me a hashtag team live in the chat. And those of you who will be watching the replay, give me a hashtag team replay in the comment section. And so this evening, I wanted to go live and explore this new feature that's it's new for me because I'm just getting back into live streaming, but it's been around for a little bit. And so I wanted to go live and test this dual live streaming of being able to live stream horizontal and vertical, as it's really starting to catch fire in the live stream community. You know, as I think about live streaming, I remember the first time that I really came across vertical live streaming has to be back maybe 2013, 14, 15, where I seen live streaming being done on Periscope, where people used to do vertical live streams with Periscope, and they would have tons of people watching them. I think the first person I really came across really doing vertical live streaming was Michael Hyatt, and he was using Periscope, and others that were into live streaming. And then as live streaming progressed, particularly vertical live streaming, then IGTV came on the scene, where you had to have a separate app to be able to live stream vertically. And then Instagram had its regular separate post platform to be able to do post. And not for sure if they had stories at that time, but they just began to do that. And then after a while, they got rid of IGTV. Facebook took over Instagram, merged it into Meta. And then as things have progressed, we've been doing live streaming. And so now, you know, YouTube has now made it available for live streaming now to be available in vertical and horizontal. So I wanted to test this out tonight. I see a couple of some people that's in the chat, and so I want to acknowledge you this morning. I want to acknowledge those of you who are in the chat with me and say good evening. Make sure you give me a hashtag team live in the chat. Let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know what device you're on, because another reason why I wanted to test this out and go live tonight is because I realized with dual live streaming, a lot of individuals now have the ability to be on their mobile phone. So let me know if you're watching me live on your mobile device, or if you're watching me on your HD television. That's now become another popular device that people are using. And so let me know what you're watching me on and give me a hashtag team live in the chat. So just want to go over a few benefits. If you are a live streamer who likes to be able to connect with your audience and to be able to grow, in particular your YouTube channel, want to go over a couple of benefits that I'm discovering in real time Well, this is my first time going dual live stream. And so just want to go over some of these benefits with you. So those of you who are in the chat, it as I'm seeing in real time, it's giving me a more broader reach of being able to reach not only individuals in the regular YouTube live stream feed going horizontal, but in real time, I'm starting to see that it's giving me an opportunity for reaching people in the vertical live stream feed of live streaming vertical. And so having that opportunity to be able to have a broader reach on YouTube is a great thing for us as working class content creators, especially if those of us are trying to grow our channel and we work a full-time job, nine to five. We have a family, we have other personal commitments, whether through community or through church, and you're trying to grow your channel, and you understand as a working class content creator, slow and steady is the growth path for you. Sure, it would be wonderful to be able to get a viral video, but in the day and the age that we're living in on the platform of YouTube, that's not going to always be the case for every creator. That's not if you're fortunate to get a viral video, then the challenge is how can you follow up on that viral video? Because if you don't know how to follow up with that instant success, then boom, you're kind of back to square one. So slow and steady is your growth path as a working class content creator. At the same time, being able to do a live stream and go live horizontal and vertical gives you the opportunity to reach a broader audience, an audience that's on mobile, and an audience that's going to either be on desktop or, as I said, on their HD TV, because a lot of individuals watch videos and watch live streams on their HD smart TV. I remember when I first started live streaming, one in particular individual who would always watch me going live on a Saturday morning when I was live streaming on Saturday mornings was a gentleman named Ash Borland over in Cambridge, England. And he always let me know in the chat that he was watching me on his HD television. And so you may have individuals that are watching you live on TV. I heard some stats and some figures that YouTube TV now is really starting to rival Netflix. It's really starting to rival Netflix, and so it's providing the opportunity for us as working class content creators to be able to reach a broader audience. Now, with that opportunity comes now a leveling up on our part. Now, if you are a content creator who's still doing video, live streaming in 720, the quality of your videos being on HD TV is not going to be as good and efficient for that the viewer can have a positive, enjoyable viewer experience. And so being able in this day and age of being able to do dual live stream, we have to come up to at least 1080, if not 4K. And so this broader reach of audience is giving me and you the opportunity now to be able to just break new ground. I want to say good evening to my good man, Tech Troublemaker, who's team live tonight. Appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you. He says, what does Tech say here? Let me grab this comment. He says, I've seemed to have had my shots. I will never go viral on YouTube. Nah, it's never too late, sir. It's never too late. But I think with any level of success, we got to be prepared for it, because if that type of success comes and we're not prepared for it, we're going to squander it. And so a broader reach of reaching individuals vertically and horizontal, mobile and on the HD TV is the first benefit. The second benefit is our streaming presentation. Now, historically for me, I've always kind of did live streams horizontally, but as I said, this is my first time. And what I'm starting to understand, and I'm going to kind of test this out tonight and see what my path is going to be going forward. That when you do horizontal videos, the format is more structured. You have more of a run of show if you are a video podcaster, or if you are a person who's trying to build community through your live streams, and you're trying to grow your channel. It's more structured. It's more of a structured show. You know, Tech, who has a live stream on his channel, he's on every Tuesday night, I believe, at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so he has a format of how he does his live streams. Okay. And it's more structured. Now, being vertical, however, now be able to, if I decide to go dual or just vertical by itself, it's more relaxing. It doesn't have to be a structured show. It's more relaxing. I can just turn on my mobile device and go live vertically, or if I want to go through my regular StreamYard platform, make it more relaxed. And so I like that option of rather structured or being more relaxed. And so that's another great benefit to going live. Hey, if you're getting great value out of this Thursday night live stream here on the Huddle, do me a favor, click that like button, that thumbs up, horizontal or on the vertical, on your mobile device. Give us a thumbs up, so that way give me some feedback um, in terms of the quality that you're getting from this live stream. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing this Maria Pais 3250. I want to thank you for joining me this evening here. Let's see what she says here. Let's see if I can pull up her comments. Let's check. Marie says, how's your day? Are you okay? Doing great, doing great. I hope you are doing well as also. Had a great day today, and just here testing out tonight. So we talked about broader reach. We talked about streaming presentation, and then just dual live streams, depending on your purpose. Like I said, if you're trying to build community, traditionally it's always been through horizontal live streams, but vertical live streams gives me and you this ability now to be able to build a deeper connection with our viewers, with our audience, with the subscribers that we have, in a more relaxed setting. And so I like that benefit as well, being able to have that deeper connection. Horizontal and vertical can be clearly used for repurposing a live stream, so that way you can be able to chop it up in small of the best highlight clips, through rather than putting them through the YouTube shorts, or if you're going to use TikTok or some other vertical platform. This is another great way of being able to do dual live streams. So doing that and being able to repurpose. But I think the greatest benefit positive I see out of this, Tech, and those of you who are watching me live, whether mobile or on your HD TV, is it benefits the viewer. Because historically, if you've had viewers watching you, and if they're on the go and they can't watch you on their desktop or HD TV and they're on the go, it may have been kind of challenging for them to watch you on mobile, on the go, at the gym, working out, or running in the park, or taking care of some task. Now being able to live stream vertically and dual live streams through your show, it's benefiting the viewer, to them to be able to go mobile watching our live streams, or, as I said before, now because TV is now becoming a popular platform, being able to do that as well. Text says, I've seen to have. Oh, okay, I read that one already. Okay, boom, we'll get rid of that. Got rid of that. Oh, we got some more. Okay, here we go. This is I see that this is popping up in real time. Popping up tech. Appreciate that thumbs up. Thank you very much, sir. So it's definitely that's another. I was listening tech to Laura Patucci from Live Streaming Pros, and she was saying that depending on the time when you go live, based on the amount of just influx of viewers that you get on the vertical feed can end up having quite a bit of viewers on it, to the point that if you are a person who doesn't have a live stream moderator, that can also be a challenge for you. But like with anything, it's a learning curve. You get used to being able to do both simultaneously, and so I'm just excited that with this opportunity that YouTube is now kind of giving us, and live streaming also in terms of being able to multi-stream to other platforms where you can kind of go where your audience is, whether if it's on LinkedIn, whether if it's on Facebook, you can do those things. But this feature of being able to do a live stream vertically and horizontal, I think that it can be a possible game changer. In terms of it being the future of how live streams are done going forward, I think it's kind of based upon the goal of the channel. It's going to be kind of based on the goal of the channel, of the purpose of the person's channel, of how they're going to do it. It's because some individuals kind of use live streaming for video podcasting. Others kind of do it for weekly connection with their communities. Others have other purposes in terms of wanting to build the watch time. And so whatever the goal is, it's gonna kind of dictate how often an individual is going to do a live stream. I know it's a feature that YouTube is really getting behind and wanting to see, um, but we'll see. We will see how this goes here. We'll see how this goes. Okay, Tech, I see you. Let me know in terms of your thoughts in terms of Tech, how I look horizontal, horizontal versus vertical. Let me know. Um, do I need to kind of change my angle since you are a fellow live streamer yourself? Kind of let me know, some of the view that you're seeing vertical versus horizontal. Like I said, this is my first time kind of getting used to the comments as well, as I can see they're popping up all over the place, which is a good thing. I'm not going to go through that, but hey, look, it's always good to try and experiment on some new things on your channel, especially if you are a working class content creator and you are trying to find the path of growth slow and steady. Because I get it, as working class content creators, we are faced with the pain point of sometimes being too tired and exhausted to want to go live and do a live stream. Sometimes we're too tired and exhausted to record a video and upload it and edit it, and we're too tired. There are times where we're frustrated, where we're just not being consistent in our uploading schedule and the content that we're doing. We feel like sometimes that if we're trying to do pre-record videos, we just can't edit fast enough. Our editing is slow. With this vertical live stream, hey, this may be a great option where it can help you, where if you're too tired, just have a casual conversation with your audience and your community, and possibly connect with some other individuals. you know Let's see what text says here. This is good, but you may want to move a hair left to the center of this of the same. So a hair left. Okay, is that better? And that's probably because I'm moving around. Perfect. I appreciate that feedback, Tech. Appreciate that. We have the pain point of having to guard against burnout. A lot of content creators, um, you know, they struggle with burnout or what I call the YouTube crash, where it just, man, you end up crashing to the point where you just don't have any motivation to want to create content, to press record, or to go live. Going vertically, live streaming vertically, or just doing live dual live streaming, both horizontal and vertical, may be a good opportunity for you as a working class content creator. And notice, I always put emphasis on working class content creators. I've 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 come to the understanding and of the opinion, not everybody wants to go full time on YouTube. It being a full-time business owner where sure it's good to be able to want to work for yourself and not have to work for someone else, but there's a great responsibility, whether if you are an entrepreneur working for yourself and business for yourself, or being in business for yourself on YouTube. The first thing I think about is, you know, are you going to be able to have enough money put up that will match your regular salary that you would make annually working for someone? How much would you need to make? How are you going to make that? Are you going to make it through affiliate marketing? Are you going to make it through brand deals? Are you going to make it through sponsorships? Are you going to make it through online courses, digital products, physical products? A lot of that has to be thought through. And then also, how do you replace things like medical, dental, vision benefits? Or unless if you're married and you're fortunate enough and your spouse can kind of put you on their plan, primarily if you are a man, you're the provider of your family. That responsibility, again, this is my conviction as a man, that responsibility falls upon my shoulders to make sure that my there's proper benefits for my spouse and for my children. And so, not I'm of the opinion everybody wants to go full time. And so that's the reason why I create content for working class content creators, just like you and me. I understand the pain point of being too tired and exhausted to want to press record or to go live. I understand that pain point. I understand the pain point of feeling like the YouTube algorithm is against you and you're getting little to no feedback about how your videos are performing. I understand the pain point of feeling like you've done 50 to 100 videos and none of them seem to be getting any traction and you're getting no feedback. And so I can identify with other working class content creators because I'm walking that same journey. On this channel, while I've been fortunate, I've been blessed to be able to interview some of the top YouTubers in the past years, like Benji Travis, who is the co-author of, I think, the second or third edition of YouTube Secrets. Has 2 to 3 channels that have over you know hundreds of thousands of subscribers and millions upon millions of views. I've 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 interviewed individuals who have silver play buttons, and I'm a small quote unquote YouTube channel, not even monetized yet, but I was able to accomplish that. But what caused me to kind of end up derailing or taking a real serious break from this channel is because I just got to the point where I was too exhausted to make content on this channel, and I didn't burn out. I crashed. Now, I created content on other channels that I've kind of made, but ultimately it took me some time to get back to this channel and have a clear focus on what this channel was going to be about. It took me some time. And so now that I'm on this channel, back on my regular channel, yes, is it a rebuilding process? A lot of the previous older viewers that I had, yeah, they've gone and moved on, and then they should have. So I'm fine. I appreciate you, Tech, being one of the OGs who've kind of, hey, waltz back. Let me come over and support him. I appreciate you being one of the OGs back, but it's giving me an opportunity to be able to now reach a newer audience. And so I realize it's going to take time, and that's okay. That's okay. But the bottom line is, it's about helping other working class content creators like myself to grow their channels, make money online, and get more views. Helping individuals that have a content strategy, helping individuals to be able to establish content pillars. And so as their growth is slow and steady, hey, they'll be able to sustain themselves. So Tech, you won't be saying every April, you're dealing with burnout. You're dealing like feeling like you hit the YouTube crash, you know, but your growth is slow and steady, and you're fine with that. And you have time for family, you have time for your wife, you have time for your children. And your channel at the same time is growing, slow and steady. What could you ask for more than that? You know, as I am again getting back in the saddle here on this channel, coming across other types of channels, and I'm seeing some, and I understand people can't create content for various reasons, and what excites them, whatever their goal is and why they want to do it. But when I start to see individuals, quote unquote, providing the YouTube growth formula and help you to grow instantly and blow up, and then all they're doing is showing you videos from other content creators who are successful, and they are saying nothing but just making a few comments here and there, but they're showing other people's content, talking about how they're going to help you to grow. I said, "Oh, this is scary." I'm like, "Wow!" and I'm surprised YouTube and shut this person down. But at the same time, I guess if they monetize, all their assets are going to go to the individuals whose videos they've been showing on their own channel. Individuals doing live streaming and saying, "Hey, we're small YouTubers are coming together to unite," and then all they come together is just to basically do a sub for sub. No one's trying to provide any relevant content advice to help and challenge individuals to grow. I said, "Wow, man, how the platform of YouTube has really changed." But it's okay though. It's okay. Um, as I continue to grow and to work with individuals like Tech and others, we're gonna slow and steady grow. And so we are just about at the 30-minute mark. Again, this was just a test tonight, just to see how this dual live streaming would be. And so, Tech, since I know you are still in the chat, my sister Maria, if you are still, or if you are watching me live, well, give me a grade. Uh, and if you want to say a D plus, that's fine. That's fine. But if you want to say a B or C, so that way I can know where to go with this. If it's something I'm going to continue and add, I'm not for sure if we're going to incorporate this in tomorrow's show that we're doing. We're normally live on Friday nights at 8 p.m. And we're going to continue in our working class content creator growth strategy. But I wanted to test this out tonight on Thursday. So I will kind of determine if I'm going to incorporate this, probably not this Friday, but next Friday. We'll probably test this out again another Thursday. So let me know your thoughts. And if you're watching the replay of this, in the comment section, give me some feedback, some constructive feedback. And we're gonna continue to go from there. So we're gonna go ahead and bring this train into the station. I want to thank Tech for jumping on and catching me. And I want to thank, what is this widget thing? I don't know what that is. I want to thank Sister Marie for stopping by and being a part of the live on Vertical. Pray that you've gotten some value. And those of you who have just been kind of scrolling by, um, thank you. I appreciate you for just briefly checking it out. And we'll be back live tomorrow night at 8 p.m. as we continue our working class content creators growth journey on being able to deal with the different pain points in the life of a working class content creator. So we looking forward to see you Friday night at 8 p.m. Uh, until then, God bless.